It's catching back up.
So unfortunately, Juanpa here has gotten off to a bit of a rough start. He's tangled up in his top board and can't access the big clears in the back. Butts is just off to the races. Wampa, however, this time with a much more efficient first board clear of the round. But Butts managed to save his power-up, so the quota advantage is actually in his favor right now. And Butts stealing the second game on quota again. Or, no, the first game was a pressure, but stealing the second game anyway.
Unreal speed.
Yeah, Butts is another very high mobility player. His mechanical chops from Money Exchanger really carry over here very well. Oh, a little bit of a misdrop on Butts' side. He threw those yellows on the spire instead of throwing them down the middle column. Juanpa with two ridiculous full board clears in a row, just knowing how to deal with the patterns so well. Meanwhile, Butts is, Butts making a bit of recovery, though.
Yeah, he aggressively pulled down there to maximize his, yellow clear. But he still missed quota despite that.
Yeah, Juanpa just got off to a fantastic start. Something to note is that the starting boards are not, like, truly random. They're just an arbitrary position on, like, the neutral table of it's just a generic, like, layout of orbs that's used for single player and when you pull down lines. So, because it's not random, if you've played for long enough, you'll come to recognize some of the starting positions, and some of them have like tricks that you can use to clear like the whole board in like a 2 or 3 chain, and it's a massive boost in quota advantage. Alright, and here we are going to see Butts probably go to one of his signature high-tier characters. Yeah, here comes Hermit. I believe Hermit is the second most difficult character in the game to play. He doesn't send as many lines as Father's Strength, but he has almost exactly the same pattern. He has these big, gross spires on both sides of the board in a really checkerboarded set of colors. And so you just have to be really good at managing where all of your orbs are. You really have to think multiple steps ahead to, and somehow Juanpa's already through quota.
That was incredible. So, question for you, Deca. So,
yeah.
With Butts being a money player who's, made the transition to Magical Drop and, qualified at a very high level, one key control difference between Magical Drop and Money Idol Exchanger is Mash Move, which only exists in Magical Drop. So, as far as you can tell, do you think it looks like Butz is using Mash Move, or is he relying on raw Money Idol Exchanger strength?
It's hard to tell. I believe both Juanpa and Butz play on keyboard, so mash moving isn't as important. Um, I know for a fact Juanpa uses it, but I'm not I'm not hearing too much of the signature squeaky noise that mash moving makes. So I think Butts might actually just be moving with standard his standard money exchanger chops.
Interesting. Well, that said, a queen sweep from Wampa there for the second point. We'll see what Butz counters for his second counter pick.
Go to tower.
What if Butz doesn't like tower?
All right, we're going
Tower was in his list of counter picks. Hangman's good.
Surprisingly, we've already seen Hangman twice since he's, for a very long time, he was a very uncommon pick. Oh, Butts flirting with death for a second there.
No, it's all under control. You're not dead until you die.
That's very true.
Butts doing a good job hoarding this power up.
Look at that quota difference, though.
Oh wow, yeah. Even after
The chain's resolved. Yeah.
oh wow, that's
Oh
it
no,
for...
no. Well, okay. Wampa got a whole extra 3 over quota there, but overall, that's so tricky. The math isn't updating, and you just have to know when to hit quota.
Yeah, it's it feels very good to nail quota perfectly from 40 or 50 out, and it feels very bad to try to do that, and then you're 2
One
off,
short.
and then
Yeah,
you lose
yeah.
quota. Because you have to stop, wait for the counter to go down, figure out where you were, and then you're like, oh, I didn't have enough.
Okay, Wampa threatening set point here. None of these counter picks really able to phase him in any way.
As much as we played up Butts, it really does seem that Wampa has superior tempo. He's almost consistently 30 quota ahead at points.
Yeah, one of the biggest gaps that I'm seeing in Butts' game plan is he's not going for many simultaneous clears where you clear multiple groups of colors at the same time, and that's something. It's really important to integrate those into your game plan as you progress from trying to pressure people to racing to quota. And Juanpa is just such a good player that you're gonna have a hard time actually burying him, even on the strongest characters.